from the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Like 20! Lock! Check out 3. I got this. 65.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
Let's go, defense!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Hands up! Ready? 53. Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49ers' 47-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
So Dalton now. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And a cut to touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. To throw again on second down. Dalton, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Check.
Hey, go, 368. Hey, seam 6.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. And got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
44.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Move. Hey, exit.
Throwing again. Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Let's go.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Take four. Over here.
Now Joe Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Learning. 54. Light. Here you go. 368. 80 weapons.
Under 10. Team.
Regular.
Patsy. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
44. Here you go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
Undercrunch.
Regular. 368.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch this.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
33. Check Mike 33.
Hey, Delta.
Mike check 33. 33. Drop deep.
368.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, Cam. Go.
From the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This one fielded at the 5.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert. 11. 1, Omaha. Hey, come on.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
I got this. 13.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
And the 49er first down.
Let's go.
Hey, alert! 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 21, 21.
Kill.
On first down, they're going option left. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
11.
Watch the drop. Kill.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Davey!
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, gun. 21.
On 1st down, here's Breida. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got this. 21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
1st down marker at the 31.
65,
it's 3rd down.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds.
Hey, over. White. 11.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bravo.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Like 80. 21, 21. 52.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Here we go. Get wide. 21, 21. Stay hot.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's go, D.
Stay hot.
On second down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20. Black.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
11.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big stop, let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, check 24. 11.
Check, check.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
We want it. Come to my world.
65.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. 1 Omaha.
What? Twist.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down, a run from Breida. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. They find some open field here. 22 yards there, a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Good.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 2 by 2. Move. Shit, 33.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Smooth. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. It's hot.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey. Motion. Ice.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go again.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Throwing again. Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Mixon with it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
I got you.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Move. They go 368. They go 368.
Check 26. Tighten up.
To throw here, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
368.
It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes.